Yeah, good morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, 7:03 anyway. September 27th, 2025. Yeah, she's not feeling too good this morning. Diary of the Griever named John Weaver, which is me. Been hearing too many stories over the past several months since Trump got in office that Canada is having way more issues with this one ambassador that we sent over them to convey something of importance to Canada. We wanted their absolute obedience and cooperation, and if we don't get it, we're going to be saying some nasty, ugly things at this point over here, and basically telling Canada that you either join up with the Trump or else you're going to be doomed. It's basically how this moron's doing it. Pete Hoekstra. I was trying to do background on this guy. I don't think our Canadian friends up north have been doing it. Uh, he's a Trumper through and through. He's been in Congress, kissing ass left and right. No military service. And he wants a safe and secure America, or basically secure America. Secure our interests by screwing you guys over left and right in Canada. And basically, he's got all the criteria to be a Trump ass kisser. Distinguished Fellow at the Heritage Foundation. Well, that's a major one right there. Of course, marketing is the only thing he knows how to do besides furniture making maybe a long time ago, but marketing, selling crap to people, and being vice president of marketing, which is selling crap to people. All these honorary doctorates, but he actually earned a damn thing out of them. Of course, here in 2024, they considered his leadership instrumental in delivering a Republican victory. I'm reading this information from the embassy. I typed in a list of embassies, not embassies, but ambassadors to the world. And I located this guy because he was getting more and more. Um, he was pissing off people more and more in Canada. Right now, with the Trump administration we have in there, the Trumplicans in office and in power, there's no way in hell Canada is going to be actually cordial to us. Maybe slightly cordial, but that's about it. Not all Americans are that dense like Trump or that pissed off. We do have other people who are actually human for a change. But after what I've been hearing from this guy, and words being turned back to his face, he said, I didn't say that. Don't you dare put that word in my mouth. And no wonder the Canadians are looking at us and saying, what the hell's wrong with you? Are you the actual representative of America? Yeah, he's an actual representative of the Trump land. It's not America. We lost that title a while ago when we had voted Trump back in for a second term, and it began sliding into the Trump land because we're sending out not our best, but the worst human beings with the worst vile characteristics ever that we've actually had. I'm not alive, not awake yet, and I haven't had caffeine or anything else this morning. Just taking care of my dog this morning. That's why I'm muttering like a madman here. I don't have the best words this morning. I don't. But I also have to keep on my toes regarding character assassinations. Because according to my own definitions, you got to have character to assassinate. But if you don't have any character, then why are you worrying about yours being assassinated if you don't have any character? Which is an insult as it is, because every one of us has character. But when you have a character matching or excuse me, being cloned from an original source, you lost your character. You turned Borg. So he's a Borg. If you're understanding your Star Trek lore, the Borg want perfection, assimilation. Didn't matter who they grab into their damn collective. Even dogs, if they had them. They actually had intelligence. Everybody else that just not assimilate, but assassinate. Borg are also assassinators in the Star Trek lore. They can't use you, they kill you. Period. That's all you're worthy. That's how I'm looking at the United States version of trying to get people into our fold over here, into the Trumplican fold, and the mindset here. Because you go over to someone else's country and you start being a bellicose bumpkin, where you're thinking, you got nothing against us, sir. How come you're angry and mad at us? You should be part of our states. You'll get everything that you wanted over there. Yeah. You just don't have to be Canadians, that's all. You have to be Americans. Yeah, notice the head tilt on this one here, with the nose going up. Americans. Throughout the A. Americans. That's the thing right there. We're showing that more and more. We're demonstrating to people how screwed up we are. We have tourists drying up at borders, and now they want to do an assessment or a reassessment. Because they no longer think that Canada is too good for us, Americans. Well, they should be. The way we've been acting, including sending our best representative to the United Nations, our own fearless leader that we voted in November 2024. And I will not let my fellow Americans not forget this. I will constantly be a burped their ass on this one, because they're the ones that caused the shit. They voted them in. Now what you guys are going to do? Keep sticking your thumb up your asses or your nose or anywhere else? You just stick it up? You guys actually going to do something? Here's the scary thing about it. Because it's the right saying, well, you're causing all the violence. You're causing all the violence. You're causing all the violence. Look at all these violence in the praise. And that's what I'm hearing from the Trumplicans right now. They go online. You don't get it. You're causing all the damn thing. You can't even get it right. You. I'm waiting for the tears to come out and go, wah! Which will fit into our current mindset and in our current generation and in our current administration that we voted in. Because we voted in whiner babies. They want everything. They're going to whine about shit. And they're going to stamp their feet and stomp around as if they own their own damn sandbox. The sandbox is called the United States. They're going to own every damn piece of particle in it? Give me a break. But this is what they're doing. Even when the chief whiner baby goes up to the United Nations and demands a lot of things and tells them that you're screwed up, you're fucked up, you're no damn good next to us. I did all these things over here. I'm the president of the United States. I did it. I deserve the medal. And that you guys don't get me right. Ah! You guys tripped me over in your escalator of doom. Dumb fuck didn't even realize that he had advanced people coming up this escalator. And there should have been a warning sign out there. I gotta put this one on the United Nations about how to traverse on the escalator. Safety rules, safety precautions, so this shit doesn't happen again. Trump goes to a non-functioning escalator. What happened to the next one over? Was it another one over that went up? Or was that the one going down? But if it also went up, how come he didn't go on a damn thing? Didn't think of it. Oh, shit. But there was a safety issue. There was a camera guy, advanced guy. He's got to get pictures of Trump. And somehow standing backwards and doing stuff, or even doing some kind of maneuver, triggered a safety mechanism in the escalator to where Trump's having a conniption fit. He blames it on the United Nations for his own dummy's fault. But in there, I think, past couple of days, we actually had the Panama president saying, Trump, and flips the finger off to him in a diplomatic way. You're not taking the canal. You're not taking anything else. You're a big, rotten bully. Of course, that was a wonderful point, and a poignant point. When people just got up and left out of the chamber when Netanyahu got in and started making his bellicose remarks. You gotta love the days when they come in and accuse people left and right. And this is what they're allowed to do. You want to air your grievances? Air your grievances. You got a security council and you got the main chamber. Just say it, guys. So we can get maybe a few days of video shots of you guys posted all over social media, and then go back to business where everyone else is trying to kill each other. Of course, wherever these guys are coming from, we've got these independents picking on people left and right. Low lumber, open up our mouths for something. Oh yeah, she goes after a guy who's born in Brooklyn. She goes after a politician who is born in Brooklyn, and she wants him deported. She doesn't have any political pull, but she is political pull. And she wants and wants. Because I gotta get Donald Trump's pants at this point over here, and I can't do that unless I threaten people left and right. So these people gotta go because I say so. Yeah, Laura Lemmo for you. Christine Williams says, as I was trying to make an indication a little bit earlier, that she doesn't like the left at all. We're Antifa. We're the enemy. We have to be arrested. We have to be deported. We have to be executed. We have to be. But it's all left because it's all their fault. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. They're causing all the violence. They're causing this and causing that. Mm-hmm. And these are the people who are going on Fox News and acting like they're the devil. Speaking of which, I was also going through one of the independents. They're also talking about Megyn Kelly. You remember that bimbo? Yeah. And she's making these guys laugh like crazy. Just like Jesse Dollarmore laughs his ass off because he finds everybody else funny as hell. But getting to the majority report, and they're talking about Megyn Kelly and her show, talking about Satanism, talking about paganism, and talking about board games like Ouija boards are bringing out the devil and demons and everything else out there. That you gotta avoid him, you gotta avoid him, you gotta avoid these companies, and having another conniption fit again. Meanwhile, the conniption fits are the triggers for the independents laughing their asses off left and right. And they're having a gay old time of it. It's much like I'm seeing Jesse Dollarmore trying to pick up the ones worshiping God in a different way who want to kill people left and right. Webbin's been saying it many times. And he keeps bringing out these lunatics who want to do that. He's telling people that they should be murdering people. Protect the innocents, protect the people, just kill them. Kill them, kill them, kill them. What's even getting worse is when I'm starting to see Charlie Kirk turning into a damn cult figure. Now they want to put him into a silver dollar? Usually took weeks or months or even years to discuss who do you want to put onto our U.S. currency. But now we got to worship Charlie Kirk as monetary. It's getting out of hand. But this is the maggots for you. This is the right wing. This is the extremism who keeps telling us lefties that we're violent, and therefore we got people trying to kill the righties and lefties at the same time. Go figure. Go figure. So don't ask me how we're trying to deal with things these days. We're just trying to kill each other. We're trying to deport everybody while trying to either kill them or not kill them, because ICE agents are doing their wonderful job. I'm saying that sarcastically, just point over here, because what they're doing is basically Trump spitting and Stephen Miller's building. And I hope they have nightmares. I hope they have PTSD over this crap. But if they try to get any medical benefits, um, their own fearless leaders voted in the shit to where the big beautiful bill took everything away from them and gave it to the rich. We have hospitals closing up left and right who depend upon Medicare and Medicaid, actually Medicaid, for their services, and they are shutting down. They are shutting down. And this is terrifying that independent places cannot have a hospital. And this is what pisses me off, is when I'm seeing this happen. It's miserable. Small rural towns to actually depend upon Medicaid to keep them operational, if that's being cut and shut off. Despite the fact we have the politicians saying, we're not doing anything near Medicare, your Social Security or Medicaid. They're lying over there. We're not doing anything. We're just taking the money over here and putting it in my pockets, but that's about it. I got some more grift for you. Ah! So that's basically what we're running ourselves into. And I will continue to remind the voters what we did to ourselves. Have this wall of shame and this damn albatross hanging around our necks. How are you going to get rid of the damn bird, guys, here? How are you going to get rid of it? Probably say, how dare you say these things? Well, I'm saying what it is being recorded and what's being reported. I'm hearing Fox News laughing their asses off left and right, trying to threaten the United Nations. Of course, I didn't hear any apology from them. I didn't hear and see any firings either. So how does that grab? It doesn't. When I hear President of the United States says he hates everybody at a memorial service, that they're trying to memorialize this hater, but they're trying to promote Christianity. They're not promoting Christianity. They're only promoting their own damn stupidity and the hatred and the biggest damn grift I've ever seen. So it's no wonder that we've got the biggest, lousiest reputation on the face of this earth in this century, in this year. That I'm hearing First Amendment rights getting trampled on either by the billionaires or by Trump or by both. How I'm hearing the administration wants to take out Antifa or anybody else who's leftist because we're all hateful. And yet I would hear the violence coming out of their mouth. And screw due process and screw the United Constitution. They think they know better. Brings me back to Canada. So I'm going to address this to my Canadian neighbors up north. I have friends up there. Had and have. So I'm going to ask the question, probably not as a Trumplicant, but as me, an individual living out here in Southern California. And I'm going to ask these guys something. And I don't have a specific question. But I want to put these guys on notice and on alert. Just how much do you really feel about us currently our country, our people, our politics, our government system, our current administration right now to see whether or not we are actually salvageable as human beings or not. Because if we are not, then we have already demonstrated what kind of screwed up human beings we already are. And if Trump really, really had to burp his ass, not just to trade, not just keep telling Canada how bad you guys are, would you guys be willing to be the 51st state of the United States and be flecked over left and right? We want your water, we're going to take your water one way or another. But we also want your people to do some business with us because our businesses are dying. And you guys aren't playing very, very fair, according to our administration and our ambassador that represents our administration very poorly. So I'm going to be asking this of you guys. Do you want to be the 51st state of the United States? Give up everything that you be Canadian and be American, which is totally screwed up at all costs and every which way blues or whatever. I would also ask, and this would piss off a lot of people in the United States, if there was possibility of Canadians taking U.S. territory for their own. I wish I was joking. I'm not joking on this one, guys. Because I hadn't given it a lot of thought, but other people had. They've been talking about Canada annexing U.S. territory for their own, making it their territory, thus shrinking our territory. Would Canada be involved in certain states within the United States territory, be part of their territory? And just how far would you be willing to go? Would you be willing to throw in your military forces to make sure that happens? If you were going to be going across the waters of the Great Lakes, would you be taking territory of cities and states right along the northern border? Would you be sending in your ambassador over there with a letter of telling Trump, you either capitulate and comply and give us our territory, otherwise we're declaring war on the United States? Would you be willing to do this? Let's sink in for a couple of minutes. You probably think I'm joking about this damn thing. I'm serious. Because there's reasoning. There's logic. I didn't say it was good. We're doing the same damn thing to Greenland, the United States is, and also Panama, and to you Canadians. We have a whiner baby cabinet, executive power, legislatures, including the Supreme Court, who made it clear that President Trump nearly has ultimate power because of a Supreme Court ruling that happened in July that everybody keeps forgetting. Corporate media and independents alike. These guys are brain dead. Are you able, you Canadian government, Canadian folk, Canadian military, able to determine and analyze on this one Supreme Court decision of Trump versus the United States? And if you are, And if you got your analysis ready, can you please let the United States government know about this crap? It's one thing to having your independence out there, and I'm not talking about independence like a PENCE. No, I'm talking about ENTS, as in your individuals out there who are posting things on YouTube. They're doing the mockery against the United States and our ambassador and our government system, which is fine. You guys can do that. Everybody else is doing it. I'm not arguing about it. Not doing enough. But with that information I just gave you, and if you had any legal scholars to figure this shit out, do you come up with the same conclusions I have? That the United States is totally fucked and whacked because of our court systems turned conservative? Absolutely. Especially the highest one in the land. Who wants the chaos and confusion because they don't have enough silver coins in their pockets. And I'm not talking about the ones with Charlie Kirk's face on it. That'll be up to the executive branch and the legislators that have those pockets filled up with that shit. It's like looking at Caesar's coin as it's getting devalued. I have a small following. I don't care. But if I was going to be turning into an egomaniac at this point over here, I'd be screaming and yelling at everybody like everybody else has been doing. I want your likes. I want your subscriptions. I want. And for those who keep watching my channel, are you guys going to actually share my crap with other people? Because usually I'm pouring out my heart and soul mostly, and I'm seeing how the country, the United States, is breaking itself apart. So I figured I'd be trying to do as much as I can without my emotional systems going crazy. And the reason why I kept doing my channel, The Diary of the Griever named John Weaver, which is me, is because I wanted to get the shit off my chest. I wanted to do some therapy on my own to get my thoughts and feelings down before I go crazy in front of a therapist or another shrink or another religious folk. I don't have the best language around. I don't have a collegiate language that I can use all the big words. I don't know all the big words. That's what thesauruses are for, and English dictionaries. And it all depends upon the books, even electronics, to find the right word to say or to think of. I'm not clear thinking half the time. I'm muddled. I'm fuddled. I'm befuddled, actually. I get older, I don't use the brain enough, challenge enough. I'm in school challenging a damn thing. I'm still trying to challenge my writing skills. Even though they're going to be essay writing, I don't care. To me, I'm writing. I'm trying to get things written down. I know Ray Bradbury a long time ago never liked colleges. He claimed he spent about 10 years in libraries reading books, but also writing stories as well. So for him, he earned his productivity, if I can use that word right. His productivity, his imagination. Borrowing off of everyone else's elements and making his own. It was said that good writers borrow, excellent writers steal from each other. Yeah, I heard that a few times in my life. I don't do my channel the way other people want to do it. I should do it. Following the anger, and therefore I should be following the tide, and therefore I should be getting the subscribers and likes at this point over here, because that's what they want. And if they didn't want it that bad, why are you still sticking with me? What is it that I have that interests these people left and right, or piss them off left and right? Because if you're maggot, I'm calling you on it. You want to be like a Trumplicant. You're breeding like flies. Your ideology is breeding like flies in the first place. They're very sexual. So, they get eggs. They create their own maggots. and they create their own triplicate clones. And in the same form and format, we gain a dysfunctional government system torn apart by the trumplicants and maggots who allowed this shit to happen. But I'm being called an extremist because I'm leftist, because I'm Antifa, because I'm this, I'm that, and I'm dangerous, and therefore I should be hung or killed in any way, shape, or form that they want. And they laugh about it on their own networks. And they want to see this damn thing. Do they really, absolutely, swear to God, they want to see this violence on their own hands? They have conniption fits every time somebody else takes a gun and starts shooting people left and right. How about if they have somebody going into their studio and demonstrating what it's like to execute somebody right on the spot and saying, now, do you want this every Sunday? I mean, we could do this every single Sunday. We can put up a hanging news thing over here. Or else we can do guillotine. Or else we can have a firing squad. You guys want this violence so damn badly. Let's give it to you and give it to the public. And you show it to them. And then we can tell Rupert Murdoch on this one, you really want this? Because if not, we're going to shove it up your ass anyway. This is what you have allowed your guys to do. This is what you guys are allowed to do. That's what every one of you guys are allowed to do. You want to see this damn death and violence? Go out there and film it yourself. Or worse. Go out to the countries that are getting it. You go to the Middle East. You go to Ukraine. You see how the violence is. You see how people are being treated. For you dumbass Gen X's, you don't understand shit. And for the younger generations, you really don't understand shit. Because they haven't been exposed to it too damn badly. I had. Day one of my birth. We had the Vietnam War, guys. Back in the 60s. All the way up to the 70s. Or nearly to the midpoint of the 70s, where we saw the action. We saw the blood. We saw the body bags. We saw the flag-draped coffins. I had a mother worried to death about losing one of her sons over there. You guys been watching my videos? You should have been being aware of this shit. We'd seen the violence. 1990s. Iraq War. And then 2003 when we started our own assholes. But we also saw the start of that September 11th, 2001. The younger generation, if they actually remember seeing this on the television, about people leaped to their death from two buildings that were about to collapse. You either die by smoke, die by fire, or die by fall. You're dead, period. And what's worse, seeing people going through the ruins, getting cancer from the fumes and smoke and ashes because they didn't have the proper filtration. They didn't have the proper masks or respirators. And these days they're dying. They're all dying. You don't think my generation hadn't seen enough? The greatest generation we had that passed off, nearly every last one of them, from all the naval battles we've had, aerial battles, ground battles, didn't matter where and when. Their stories of their hell, we tried to recapture, retell the tales, tell the future generations what to avoid. But we being human beings, we're dumber than dog shit. I'm sorry. We're not as smart as we thought we were. We could try to be technologically brilliant, but when it comes down to being humanitarians, we suck. Let that sink in. And the college I'm going in, I'm supposed to be like an English major, trying to read all the good books. But you know, I'm going through more and more history, and I should be changing my major to history because of all the history I witnessed. I've got a hell of a report to do at the end of this term that I still got to research and write up. Great American novel and a damn essay report. I'm wondering if my class is still going to survive each day because of the Trump administration. The same damn assholes we voted in, either directly or indirectly, guys. At times I kept threatening my supervisors, or actually not my supervisors, but my therapists. I don't know, I kept thinking about suicide on some occasions. Too damn scared to see what the hell's going on afterwards, but I still wake up in the morning and I still got to deal with all life and all its miseries. Why should I have the excuse of killing myself when everybody else is still wishing the same damn thing and can't do it themselves? We gotta live, we gotta survive, we gotta push the muck out of our damn eyes and push it out of our face and everything else while we trudge through this mucky road we created for ourselves. Created out of blood, sweat, and tears, literally. And the bones that we're crushing. Of those who went before us and those who are trotting after us. That's what we're dealing with, guys. Chew on that one. That being said.